Volvo plans to cut about a quarter of its workforce. 734 workers will be laid off at the company's Dublin truck plant between February 5th and the 19th. Those layoffs expected to be permanent. Pulaski County leaders anticipating about 200 families will be impacted, since between 30 and 35% of the plant's employees live in the county. Volvo leaders say this comes on the heels of one of the best sales years since the early 2000s. But that success now means that the demand will go down significantly going into next year.
Whenever I think about adding a job, I think about the families that are affected and how that affects the community. And the same is true when a job is reduced. You know, you automatically think about the families. You think about the people that are affected.
Volvo says the $38 million investment in the Dublin plant that was announced in September will move forward in the new Customer Experience Center. Now, Volvo is a major employer, and losing those jobs a major blow to the local economy. Real estate experts say recent new hires who are trying to buy a home could change their mind after the recent news. Right now, the median home price in the county, $140,000, up from $123,000 in the last few years. The workers affected by the layoffs may be concerned about their mortgage payments and other bills, which could have a trickle-down effect on the local economy.
The economic forecast of what is going to happen does make a difference in people's mind process of how they're going to spend their money. In other words, they may not buy an appliance or they may not buy a car, those big ticket items, because they're worried about making a mortgage.
The job cuts at Volvo could also have a major impact on other big businesses that support the company. Fontaine Modifications, also located in Dublin, and provides services to Volvo. A spokesperson for the company says they are aware and evaluating how it will impact their business. The announcement, it comes on the heels of recent investments in the Volvo plant. In September, Governor Terry McAuliffe announced a $35 million investment to upgrade the plant. That money would allow the Volvo to build a 36,000 square foot customer experience center and add 32 jobs. Volvo tells us that despite the layoffs, the company will move ahead with the planned customer service center. More problems this morning for embattled German automaker Volkswagen. U.S. sales plunged 25% last month compared to the same period last year. The drop comes as Volkswagen struggles to come to terms with the growing emissions scandal. The automaker has admitted that up to 11 million diesel cars worldwide came with software that can cheat emissions tests. Volkswagen says it must recall nearly 500,000 cars in the U.S. and millions more in Europe.